If your sense of self is exclusively defined by situations, sensations, and social engagement experiences that have accumulated in your life, then the truth is that you have never actually met all aspects of yourself. And this is restricting the capacity for inner wholeness. When consciousness meets itself independently of that which has already been experienced and teaches the brain and body to engage with itself, creating new social self-engagement, new situations and sensations to get to know itself independently of that which has already been encountered, then aspects of the self can start to be reunified and meet the self for who the self really is, not how unconscious navigation in the body-mind is projecting translations of reality beyond awareness. And so if your sense of self is defined by the sensations, situations, and social engagement you are experiencing now or have experienced throughout your life, then there are parts of you that have not had the opportunity to meet all that you truly are. There are aspects of your consciousness who have no idea who your sense of self truly is. And this can really restrict that sense of inner wholeness, where the self says, I need this thing, I need this social engagement, I need these situations, I need these sensations in order to feel whole. But it's only because the self doesn't have navigation of its own authentic self-essence. And so take a moment to ask, what is your sense of self? When you think about who you are and how you encounter the who that you are and how the who that you are experiences the magic of everyday moments, is there a sense of innate wholeness where who you are has nothing to do with the sensations you've encountered throughout your life? Who you are has nothing to do with the situations you've encountered throughout your life. Who you are has nothing to do with the social engagement you've encountered throughout your life. But who you are is innately whole. And you are able to socially engage between aspects of your own self-essence to create a new situation with sensations of wholeness from within, where the outside experiences accumulated throughout your life have nothing to do with how you experience the who that you are now, and how the who that you are can encounter the magic of everyday moments. When you look at a child, they are raw. There is nothing to tell them what life is supposed to be. And everything holds awe and wonder because they're experiencing it for the first time, because there is no navigation projecting unconscious or automated translations of reality through their body-mind. There is a sense of purity, an essence of authenticity that is unrestricted, uninhibited. Looking at the eye, looking through the lens of a child, looking through the eyes of a child, seeing the world through the eyes of a child means that you are able to encounter life through the authenticness of your own self-essence without automated navigation being projected from your body-mind. But we lose that because the body-mind gains these automated navigational patterns through sensations, situations, and social engagement. And so now we have an opportunity to reclaim the authentic essence of all that we are, to cultivate inner child liberation, to expand the reclamation of the essence of who we are. When we learn to meet ourselves independently of anything that has ever been experienced through sensations, situations, and social engagement, we have an opportunity to meet who we are beyond anything we have ever known. And in that space, we can transform any disruptions of navigation, heal chronic implicit health challenges, expand the well-being of brain-body regulation and subconscious navigation, create new patterns of thinking, feeling, moving, and responding, feel a greater sense of unity, connection, and wholeness from within by being unified with all aspects of ourselves, connected with all aspects of ourselves, whole inside of the essence of ourself. And that improves and expands the quality of life because you get to experience life like you've never known. When there's a child experiencing something for the very first time, there is a purity and a rawness and an authenticity and an expanded state of beingness that transcends anything most adults encounter throughout their lives. And it is time to revive that. It is time to reclaim those parts of ourselves. And so ask yourself, who would I be right here, right now, if I was not experiencing a sense of self in relation with the sensations, situations, and social engagement from all moments previous to this moment right here? Who would I be right here, right now, if I'd never had a sensation, if I'd never experienced a situation, if I had never socially engaged with anybody? And most importantly, would that who that I am feel like my most authentic self? Would I get to feel like me more than I've ever known? Would I get to just feel like me? Like that childhood self before life teaches them ways of thinking, feeling, moving, and responding that restrict the authenticity of their own self-essence and expression. Who would you be right here, right now, if you had never experienced any sensations, any situations, or any social engagement? And most importantly, would that who actually feel... I have a little food left on my face. Would that who actually feel like yourself? Would you feel like yourself? Do you feel like yourself? Do you know what it feels like to feel like yourself? If feeling like yourself is defined by the sensations, situations, and social engagement you've encountered, then chances are you actually have no idea what it feels like to feel like yourself. Because your sense of self has nothing to do with the sensations you've encountered through your body, with your experience. Has nothing to do with the situations that you've been presented throughout your life. Has nothing to do with the ways that other people have interacted with you throughout your life. Your sense of self is so much more than that. But because you're experiencing life through the navigational structures of your body-mind, consciousness, the essence of self, the soul essence of self, never had a chance to meet who it really is. If you are ready to meet who you are independently of experience, if you are ready to recreate the patterns of thinking, feeling, moving, and responding through the unconditional love of your soul essence, if you are ready to reunify with all aspects of yourself, parts of you from childhood, parts of you from past relationships, parts of you from traumatic experiences, parts of you from programming and limitations, parts of you from all past experiences, parts of you that you've never met before, aspects of your consciousness you've never known, you've never encountered, you've never had the opportunity to meet before. You are ready to meet who you are independently of experiences and reunify infinite aspects of your authentic soul essence across all time, dimension, space, and reality, quantumly aligning with a reunification of self that you have never experienced before. And repattern the navigation of the body-mind to cultivate inner child liberation and shift the navigational projections that interpret reality so that more magic can exist in the automated translations of everyday moments, where the way the body-mind navigates life feels like unconditional love and pure magic, and unconditional love and pure magic, and unconditional love and pure magic, and unconditional love and pure magic. And in the next moment, the body-mind says, hey, how about I project thoughts, feelings, movement patterns, choice patterns, tendencies, responses, perspectives, perceptions, feelings, emotions, sensations that feel like unconditional love and pure magic. Unconditional love and pure magic. Unconditional love and pure magic. To meet yourself independently of experience, reunify self aspects across all time, dimension, space, and reality, repattern the body, mind, and the way that it thinks, feels, moves, and responds, recreate a sense of self so that it has nothing to do with the sensations, situations, and social engagement from your past experiences, but has everything to do with the authentic essence of your soul. And get to know your sense of self within and beyond the human experience, and so much more, so that unconditional love and pure magic, unconditional love and pure magic can be programmed into your body, mind, and patterned into the energy of your consciousness. I invite you into the MagiiKal Mirrorthon Mystery School. The MagiiKal Mirrorthon Mystery School. In the MagiiKal Mirrorthon Mystery School, it's a one-on-one guided journey with a 3, 6, or 12-month container, and the journey is personalized to fit who you are and where you're at. And we journey through weekly guided unveiling Mirrorthon sessions where we use an original modality I've spent years developing and perfecting, and it is mind-blowing beyond human comprehension, the wonders that it can spark. And you get to meet parts of yourself and unveil the patterns and trillions of navigational networks through over 200 potential mirror coordinates that each correlate with distinct navigational energies of the body-mind and parts of self who are flowing through that information beyond awareness. And come face to face with the reunion of all parts of yourself, distinguishing the awareness of self from the experiencer of self, differentiating different aspects of the inner experiencer, distinguishing the essence of self from the wiring of the brain and the body mind, and the details of personal experience that it's navigating and projecting into and translating and storing information from. And in this process, then, you cultivate a daily Mirrorthon practice through a personalized Mirrorthon prescription that allows you to recreate the neurodevelopmental process of attachment development to teach the brain and body how to socially engage with itself through the power of consciousness, so that you can actually infuse the navigational structures of your body-mind and the energies of your consciousness with patterns of unconditional love and pure magic. Unconditional love and pure magic. Unconditional love and pure magic. So then the way that you encounter your sense of self feels like unconditional love and pure magic. And anything from the past can be healed and resolved and transformed and restored. And all the good stuff can get even better than it is. And so you can experience the present moment as an independent flow of your own self-essence, a newness, a childlike wonder beyond anything you've ever experienced before. And recreate the patterns that allow you to guide yourself through life, navigate through life through patterns of thought, feeling, movement, choice, and response. And expand the awareness of your consciousness, expand the energetic essence of your consciousness, anchor more of the soul self into the physical body, and meet yourself beyond anything you've ever known, and repattern the navigation of your body-mind for more unconditional love and pure magic. Unconditional love and pure magic. If this interests you, I welcome you to schedule a miracle meeting with me. It is a free complimentary video call, and we can discuss the potentials for a multi-month personalized pathway, a one-on-one journey through the MagiiiKal Mirrorthon Mystery School. But there's also one-time sessions if you're like, yes, I want to dive into it, but not for many months at this point. There's also single sessions, and there's also self-guided journeys. If you're interested in these concepts, but you're like, Kristin's cool, but I'd rather go through this journey on my own. Then there's content creation, so you'll still kind of share it with my energies, but through your own private container that you can go at your own time, in your own way, at your own pace, safety and comfort of your own private space of yourself. So there's one-on-one sessions, single sessions, multi-month pathways, ongoing sessions with me that have weekly video calls and daily practices. And there's other content creations to supplement and support that in many ways. Or there's self-guided journeys through the MagiiiKal Mirrorthon Mystery School and Mirror Play with Mirror Power. And we accomplish everything I just described here and so much more. And there's also free introductory playbooks and video libraries if you want to dive deeper. But if you're interested in a multi-month journey, 3, 6, or 12-month container, you can schedule a miracle meeting and connect with me through a video call, and we can discuss the potentials of how this pathway can serve and support you and benefit your pathway moving forward. It is life-changing beyond anything you can imagine, and I would be absolutely honored to serve as your guide. So take a moment and just pause and really ask yourself, in this moment, how would I experience my sense of self and this moment of personal experience if who I am and the way my body-mind is navigating life is not restricted by the sensations, situations, and social engagement I've encountered throughout my life? And from that space, does that sense of self and that style of internal navigation allow me to feel like me? Do I have space inside my own being to feel like myself? What does that actually mean to feel like myself? And I just invite you to explore this. You can meditate on it, you can dance on it, you can journal about it, whatnot. You can Mirrorthon eye gaze and explore and contemplate. But I just invite you to explore that. And if you want to dive deeper, You can connect with me through email to explore any of my offerings. I'd be happy to connect with you, clarify any questions you have, serve and support you in any way I can, and guide you to the perfect offering that's meant for you. And yeah, miracles await.